Okay, so we're back now, and we have Eric and Donkey here on the show. Donkey and Eric, you both use YouTube as a means to get your message out. Why don't you think that protesting in public is more effective versus using YouTube then?
Well, personally for me, I used to like protesting because that's all I knew.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really know any other avenues. I didn't know any other ways to get my, opinion heard. And I think that had to do with my age too. I was a little bit younger, so I think I was more angry.
Mm-hmm.
But I realized with anger, if you go out and, although we do need people protesting, we do need people on the streets, we do need people consistently showing the rest of the world that people in Taiwan will stand out and fight for their rights. I realized that for me, doing that, at the time it was necessary for me, but now I've realized that there's more creative ways to get my message out. And if you really look at YouTube, if you really look at the internet is definitely going to be the future in terms of how we get information and how we get our news.
Mm-hmm.
If you go on TV, if you actually have a TV show, you're actually regulated by the government, and there's certain things you can and you can't say. Whereas on the internet, you can talk freely, you can say anything you want, and really get the truth out there. And so I realized, through YouTube, especially young people, that's what they watch, right? You can use your iPhone, you can use your netbook, you can use your iPad, anything now. There's so many ways to access YouTube, and it actually spreads like wildfire once you actually have something funny or worth watching. And so for me, I figured that this would be a good way to reach out to more people in a short amount of time, and people could do it at their leisure, right? It's not very out in the open. You can do it, wherever you are.
Right.
And so for
it's
me,
more convenient.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, how did Donkey? How did you get your following in Taiwan?
Yeah. I put songs on internet too. Yeah, just like Eric said, internet is like the future. Yeah, I think if your stuff is good enough, and they will spread it out, everybody can watch and listen. Yeah. That's
So that's what made you famous, YouTube.
internet.
Well, Jerry actually, he was big before the internet. Right? He actually came out with his CD, his first CD, and through his first CD, and just his.
But no one is buying CD now. Yeah. So I changed my way into internet. Yeah. Yeah, and it worldwide. Yeah, even like states can listen my music.
Right.
Yeah, before with the CDs, maybe he was only known just in Taiwan. But now with the internet, you can actually reach, your voice can be global, your reach can be global. Granted, maybe the audience isn't that big right now, but for Taiwanese across the world, right, we have the right message. We have the truth on our side. We have history on our side. So it's just, how do we get our message out most effectively? How do we get our message out to as many people as possible in a short amount of time? Just because you look at today's attention span, especially among youth, everything,
Right.
Twitter, everything, 140 characters or less, everything's, getting down shorter and shorter. So what we want to do is be able to use methods that kids can relate to, and that kids can, not kids, younger people can relate to, and younger people can access.
The best way to 甲年轻人迄个沟通，就是你爱讲一个严肃的问题，但是in a funny way安尼，这是上无大家人就是袂去听，然后嘛袂年轻人无想要去听，嘛无想要去接受。就像你讲，你爱讲去听什么228啊、白色恐怖是啥啊，因会排斥。但是你若用讲一个故事啊，还是讲用一个较趣味的物件去讲一个最严肃的问题的话，啊，然后因会慢慢会当接受安尼。
Right, so basically what we're just trying to do is plant seeds, just get people to kind of open their eyes and kind of listen and think, maybe today when we first say it, maybe they won't agree. Maybe even next week, next month, they won't necessarily agree. But hopefully down the line, maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years from now, they'll actually want to, for themselves, find out, what is 228, what is white terror, why did the KMT even come to Taiwan, that type of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So what would you say your messages are?
My message right now, basically, for me, I really want to focus on the media, Taiwanese media. Taiwanese media affects everybody in Taiwan. And Taiwanese media now, all they do is lie to the Taiwanese public. And if Taiwanese public keeps getting consistently lied to, we will never vote for the correct issues. We'll never actually be able to stand up and change Taiwan. So for me, I realize that, what I can do is, because I'm kind of a news junkie, what I can do is just focus on the media.
Right.
And if I can get more people to follow what's going on in the media, because really now our whole issue is all about how many people know what's going on. If more people knew what was going on in Taiwan, we wouldn't consistently keep voting for KMT. We wouldn't consistently keep supporting a very pro-China political party within Taiwan. What we would actually do is we'd vote them out. And the KMT knows this. They know that if people actually get out and vote, if young people actually get out and vote, that they will lose power instantly. So what happens? They actually use the media to consistently brainwash, to consistently lie to the Taiwanese public, regardless of how old or how young you are. So for me, I really just want to point this kind of stuff out in a funny manner, in a very short manner, which is, you know, going back to what The Daily Show and Colbert Report, they do so well. So hopefully we can get to be like that sometime.
I see, I see. Also on your Taiwanese Dream
Taiwan Dream Foundation.
Taiwan
That was
Dream
my blog I
Foundation.
started like long time ago.
Yeah, you said Taiwanese people need to be inspired to make change from within. We cannot keep looking to the rest of the world for help and guidance when we as a people are so divided. We need to come together and stand as one. Young people in Taiwan need to wake up and realize that we are the ones who will be responsible for Taiwan's future. We must now collectively take a stand and let our voice be heard. So what brought you to this conclusion, and do you also still feel this way today?
I do feel this way, but now I've actually, after living in Taiwan, I actually realized that the more voices that come out of Taiwan, the better. We do need to be united, but we do need to realize that today's Taiwan is not the Taiwan of 20, 30 years ago. Today you can have friends that are KMT, that are DPP, that are political, are not political, but these all make up Taiwan today. But we definitely need to stand up and we need to look at ourselves. We need to trust ourselves and stop looking to the US, stop looking to China, stop looking to the international community to see if Taiwan is an independent country, to see if we are really Taiwanese. If we want to call ourselves Taiwanese, that's all it takes. We don't need to keep looking for other people for answers. We're the only ones that have the answers. And if more Taiwanese people can just get up and start letting their message, letting their own opinions be heard by the rest of the world, by regular Taiwanese people, I really think that is the best way for Taiwan. That's the future for Taiwan. The future of Taiwan can only be decided by the Taiwanese people. Realistically today, if everyone in America, everyone in Japan, everyone in Europe supported Taiwan independence, it still wouldn't affect what happened in Taiwan today. We need to wait for Taiwanese people to stand up for ourselves and then let the rest of the world follow us. And I think that's the biggest thing that I kind of want to talk about, in my clips and stuff. And so I definitely do believe that, but I used to think that we all had to have one voice. Now I think we can have many, many voices, but yet we're all Taiwanese. Right. I think that's how I've actually come to my thinking's changed a little bit, throughout the years, and especially as I meet more Taiwanese people, as I think we can say some of our best friends are KMT, and they'll always be KMT. Yet they're more Taiwanese than anybody that I've ever met. So, I've kind of changed a little bit, but I still think, along that same lines.
Yeah, I see. So you guys are going to be speaking on August 7th at Taiwan Center, and tour around the States. Where are you going to be going?
Well, like we said, on the 7th, there's a town hall meeting at the Taiwan Center. And then later that night, actually, there's a TAP event where Jerry's going to be performing at. And I also believe Exit Clove, the two sisters from D.C., Taowen and Instant Noodle Crew, they're also going to be performing. So he'll be performing at that. Then on this Sunday, on the 8th, we'll be going to San Diego. I believe at 3 o'clock there's another at the Taiwan Center in San Diego. Jerry's going to be performing, and both of us will be speaking. Then I believe on the 15th of August, there's at the Taiwan Center in San Francisco. There's also going to be an event where I believe from 2 to 5 in the afternoon. Jerry will be performing, I'll be speaking. And then hopefully we're going to end it up in Vegas.
Oh, wow.
So Vegas, there's a FAPA chapter there. They want us to perform, speak, and then hopefully we can also get a little gambling in, because Taiwanese people really love to gamble.
Wow. Oh, well, thank you guys so much for coming to the show. And if you can go check them out at all the events that Eric just told you about, then please do. So thank you guys so much for coming. And
thanks for having us.
yes, thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Doc.
Thank you.